Yo, yo, it's your boy Juicy J, and you're watching Hard Knock TV. Yeah.
Short hair like Nia Long. Loose one, she don't need a loan. She start twerking when she hear a song. Strip up all her income. We get trippy and then some. So nasty when she rollin'. She put that ass off in my hands. I remote control it.
Do you remember your first hip-hop memory?
The first time I just heard hip-hop?
Yeah, or just like what you were doing when you were listening to hip-hop.
Ooh, man, I can't remember that, but I mean, I remember like growing up and listening to like Curse Blow, Sugar Hill Gang, you know what I'm saying? Like the first, you know, guys that was really making noise with it, what, BDP, Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of like a little later, but like the early stuff like BDP. And,
do you remember how you were listening to it? Was it on the radio? Was it like a brother
radio.
For you, or it was radio?
Yeah, I remember hearing Sugar Hill Gang on the radio. Yeah.
Do you remember at what point you kind of like decided, I want to rap?
Man, you know, I wanted to be a musician. It wasn't so much as I wanted to be a rapper, because first I wanted to be a drummer and a singer. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really like, you know, when I heard rap music, it just kind of like, I just fell in with it, you know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to have something to do with music, period, whether it was producing, rapping, singing, whatever, a songwriter. I always wanted to have, you know, just to have a place in it.
She give me down when the roof gone. At the KOD, she leave with me. She got friends, bring three. I got drugs, I got drink. Bend it over, Juicy J gon' poke it like wet paint. You say no to ratchet pussy, Juicy J can't.
Now, at a young age, I heard that you put yourself onto the business of music through your mom. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I heard your mom's a librarian, and she would get you books on the music industry.
Yeah, yeah. She would check me out books. I wanted to know so much about the music. I wanted to be, you know, I wanted to have something to do with music. So I felt like, you know, when I was like 13, I felt like if I wanted to know something about the music, you know, like I needed to know the business side as well as, you know, being a musician. So I told my mom when she was working as a librarian to check me out any music book about business in the music. I said I want to know about the business. So like, you know, how do you get in the music business, the royalties, stuff like that. You know, so she checked me out all maybe 5 or 6 books, and I just read every one of them. Do
you remember some of the advice that you got from those books that kind of like helped guide the way you did business?
Yeah, of course. I read up on a lot of stuff about points, publishing, producers. I found out, like, I didn't even, you know, I wasn't a producer. I was just like, you know, a kid. So I'm just trying to figure out things. And I remember reading, and it was talking about the producers get more than the artists, you know, and which is interesting to me. Because they said the producers do more work. Like, you know, they make music, you know, they executive produce the album, you know, they do different things. And it's like, you know, and the artist gets a certain amount of percentage for what they do, you know. But yeah, it was interesting.
Rap niggas is clueless. Get money is my duty. And if the truth is really naked, then Juicy J is a nudist. Your girlfriend's my groupie. If I speak to her, she gon' lose it. Fuck nigga, you mad. I don't give a fuck, sue me.
How do you feel like the game's evolved from grinding back then to grinding now?
It's different. You definitely still got to work your ass off. You know, you got to work your ass off more now than back then, because you know records don't sell like they used to. A lot of people are bootlegging stuff, so you got to really be out there on Twitter, be on YouTube, and let person know, you know, who you are, you know, what you stand for, what your music is all about. People want to know more about the artist now. You know, and if they don't feel like you know, they don't believe that you are who you are, or if they're not really digging what you got going on, then they'll just listen to you on a bootleg, you know what I'm saying, and will not buy your CD.
You know, you listen to the music, we see your videos, everything's party, 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 but there's a work ethic behind that.
You know, I definitely I turn up a little bit, you know, here and there, you know. I definitely got to do that, you know, you got to live your life. But I'm a businessman at the end of the day, you know, my taxes paid up, my mom is straight, everybody's cool. You know, make sure I know where all my money is. I'm in all my meetings. Every meeting, you know, I'm sitting in with, you know, I'm asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart at it. You got to make sure you save some for a rainy day. Can't spend it all on a car. I can't spend it all in the strip club. You definitely got to save some money, man. You know.
I feel like for rap veterans, there's a little bit of a stigma as far as like social media is concerned. But you got over 1 million Twitter followers, so that obviously doesn't apply to you. What do you think is the key to staying current?
Man, just put out good music, you know what I'm saying, and stay online, you know. Stay on YouTube, stay on Facebook, stay on Instagram, stay on Twitter. I mean, promoting yourself, you know what I'm saying, and your music, you know. That's it, man. Pretty much, you can just keep your ear to the streets, you know what I'm saying. But you definitely gonna have a passion for it. It's gotta be in your heart, you know. Like everybody wants to be a rapper because they see groupies and money and they think it's that easy. But it has to be in your heart, you know, to want to be in this business for you to make it. You know, you just can't walk in the studio and put out anything. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be right in there.
For the G, break cash like Lee. She got double D's and ain't shit free. Came with my goons, but I'm leaving with a diva. With an ass like Serena and a face like a Leo. Red bone and some red bottom. She finished college, but she a head doctor. Bouncing ass while I'm getting high as propellers on a helicopter. Let's do it again. Me, you, and your friend. We don't even.
Taylor Gang.
Yes.
You are 1/3 owner of Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
What is actually your role as 1/3 owner of Taylor Gang?
Executive, you know what I'm saying? We got some artists right now. We about to put out some new mixtapes on Chevy Woods, Tookie Carter, Burner. And I'm just executive and definitely finding other acts as well, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just like what I've been doing all my life, you know, just working, discovering new people and producers and just working with different people and bringing them on board to Taylor Gang.
How did that conversation even get started? Is that something like Wiz approached you?
Yeah, we talked about it, and you know, he was like, you know, man, I trust your vision, man. And, I see how you find artists out here. You know, you got the love for music still. You still killing them, man. You still relevant, and you know, you work, man. Like, you know, what I'm saying, me and Wiz are like kind of like the same people. We just be in the studio all day working. And he was like, man, I want you to, you know, you're OG in the game. You know everything, so I want you to be a third owner of the company. So I was like, cool, you know.
How did the whole Stay Trippy movement start?
Man, I was just smoking out one day and I just said, you know, trippy comes from like the 60s. That's an old school word. So I was like, man, just sitting on the couch one day and I was talking to one of my producers I work with. And I was like, man, you remember that old school word, trippy, from the 60s? He's like, yeah. I'm like, man, I'm finna bring that word back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it back in a different kind of way. You know, and I did it, you know, and now everybody's trippy. Everybody is everywhere. The word is like, it's back, yeah. You know. I kind of mix it up. I kind of mix it with We Trippy, man, you know. Right. Put something different on it.
I definitely saw a lot of those T-shirts at Rock the Bells this weekend.
Yes,
so it's definitely caught on.
Yes, yes. So, you know, but I mean, it's great, man. It's interesting. It's kind of weird that you know, I was just talking about it, and all of a sudden, it just boom. It's like everybody's saying it.
Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm about to throw a couple thousand. Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm about to throw a couple thousand. 1, 5, 10, 20. Work your way up.
I saw something that the two of the artists that you mentioned that you want to work with were Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
Now I was trying to think in my head like, what is a Juicy J, Nas, or Juicy J, Jay-Z track sound like? Do you feel like you would be bringing them into the Stay Trippy world, or do you think you'd be going to like a New York State of Mind type of, how does that work?
I mean, since we all are like OGs and, you know, legends in the game, I think I'll just do it on some legendary shit, you know what I'm saying? It won't probably be anything trippy, it'll just be just legendary. You know, I would like to go in the studio and we just collab and come up with an idea and put together a song, you know.
Out of all the people that you could work with, why were those two of the names that kind of stood out to you?
I mean, you know what I'm saying, like Nas is like one of my favorite rappers, you know, and Jay-Z as well. So, I mean, like, why not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I grew up listening to these guys, you know what I'm saying? And they some of the dopest MCs out, you know. But they're definitely legends, you know. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be crazy. People wouldn't even believe it. They'd be like, what? Yeah. Juicy J, Nas, you know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be something very surprising to the fans.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that happens soon.
Yeah, me too.